Check out those guns. Nothing's more important right now than this. Farewell, fool. Need the right key? Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Now that's a flesh wound. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Bites the dust. Youch! Pang pang! Watch it. Bullets everywhere. Let's see. The day can't come soon enough. Crit. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel, the toxinol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. It carries so much hate, and its insatiable hunger has only increased over the years since it claimed revenge on your parents. He understands history made Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to. Sad to see the Tree of Life is going to die and take everything with it, but it's not like he didn't expect it. Understands why you're bent on finishing the world off. Supposes it's a mercy to make it faster. Wonders if you liked working with the Jagni. They always hunker down in their homes, gathering their things around them. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. That's what he decided to call it after he saw it for the first time. It's big and fluffy. That's accurate enough. If you can see past the blue color, that is. This story is as powerful as you'll let it be. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross. Shout about it later. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. It's a little feisty and tough critter, a perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. This corner of the world is called Anywhere, which is maybe why Click calls it home. This fellow seems shocked to see you. He's heard about you, but figured you didn't have the guts to do what must be done to survive till the end of the world. Agrees that's obviously true. Figures someone like you must be willing to do anything to stay alive, just like him. Now that you got this far, though, which way will you go? You seem like you're ready to make the hard choices and do the worst things to see this world wind down right. Guesses the end is coming either way. When there's nothing but a bad storm rising, it's ride or die. Asks you to think of the world like a set of locks. Every time you do something, you decide whether to open one or not. Would you go back and open different ones now? Says worse is relative. What's bad for you might be good for him. Looks like the world's going to burn. The brighter, the better. Seems like you threw out the old plans for this world. Trying to start something new? He likes the Jagni you work with. He's liberated lots of things with them. And from them. Taken, stolen, snagged, grabbed, however you want to put it. You look like you'd be a fun lock to pick. Says back in the days, no one locked anything. But that's changed. Locking yourself in and others out is his key to survival. He keeps his business low-key, but for the right person, he's willing to unlock secrets from the back then. The gears mesh well between you. It'll be easier for both if you just call him Click. Says that's the right way to ask that question. Think of yourself first. Click says his key to success is metal. And judging from what he's heard about you, you're handy with metal too, literally. If you charged a bar of metal at a toxanol zap station, he could forge it into the palm of your hand. That would help your clonk fist beat new paths into the future. Just flip the switch of a generator that produces superheated, glowy air and get on it when the lightning charge forms. Simple, right? Says you seem much more suited to this kind of danger, and it's your clonk fist after all. Maybe you'll have enough resources later. That's a toxanol zap station. Found some e-waste. Worthwhile. Just make sure no one sneaks up on you in the night. Just flip the switch of the generator to produce superheated, glowy air and get on it when the lightning forms. You did good, but the lightning did all the work. Head back to Click to amp up the Clonk Fist. Pick your path carefully by whatever you can see. Let's see. Click says your fist is charged and ready to punch a hole through anything that stood in your way in the past. Click's worked out the locks of the world, but still needs to make the keys. He figures he could make a skeleton key, a key that'll unlock any old lock, if only he had a back-in-time bone. He's talking about remains of the dead and gone. And that means a chill down your spine as this bone comes from Says fortunately that won't be necessary as you're so much better at handling things on your own. Click says you're locked together in fate. Didn't have much else to say. Breathe in that day shine. Ready to roll? The day is calling. Click is thrilled with the back-in-time bone. Says there's enough to make a skeleton key for you too. Click felt there was no point telling you about a secret door if he couldn't provide you a key, but now he has one, he can. But he cautions you, you never know what hides behind the old doors. Best be careful, you're a key figure now. Says if he knew that, it wouldn't still be locked, would it? Wonders how you managed to unlock yourself an ark. Hard to find, much less get into. Nothing worth locking up ever is. Thinks the ark opens up a big solution for you. With the world dying, you need one. Says you did the right thing working to break this place apart. It's not worth saving. Never was. Says he hears there are open seats on the ark. How are you going to fill them?
So what we have here is someone looking for a way out if everything fails. There's a seat open on the ark, but why would you want this company?
I'm so glad you chose that. We're born alone, we live alone, so let's not meet the end on our own.
We are better off on our own alone. Everyone else are just means to an end.
Being alone is not the same thing as being lonely. And now we don't have to be lonely. It'll all work out in the end.
The end must justify the means. So let's hope the Ark is strong enough to carry us all into the future.
Can't believe you're bringing him along on the Ark, but he says you won't regret it. Probably. Click says he's locked on helping you. Here's what Click's got to spare today. Well spent. Careful nothing's sneaking up on you. Wonder if Toxanol had a deeper purpose with any of the bang shelters. This one, for example, Shelter 5D. Locked solid. Better than nothing. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. No windows to look out at the sky from down here. A small gun is not so big, but a big gun sure is. This thing purrs like an aqua cat. That's some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters. It's so vibrant out during daylight. This is Hobbydunk, a homey little village. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. Let's see. The end is coming to the world and everything else. place looks rough, but it might still be worth exploring. Open it up and see what it's got. Sharp steel. Yes, some e-waste for you. You need to believe how serious this is if you want to have any effect on it. Hold on tight. Keep your eyes as wide as you can. Right in the face. You've been working out. That's a whiffle factory, lockety-locked. The planet keeps spinning, and new days keep coming. There's a lot on the line here. With luck, it'll keep you out of the goo.